So we were discussing about the cost of quality, and there are few important personalities that when we talk about quality, you cannot ignore these important personalities. And when you talk about quality, few people have really contributed a lot in actually improvement of quality and actually helping people in helping the system of improvement in quality. Few of them, as we can see on you will discuss, not discuss, but we will update you regarding four. One is important, Edward Deming, W. Edwards Deming, and David Deming actually gave 14 principles of quality improvement. And Deming said that if you follow these 14 principles, 14 points, the overall quality of the system will definitely improve and increase. And the focus of Deming is more on following a set protocol of 14 points, and if you are actually following those 14 points, the system quality will definitely improve. Joseph M. Juran have a different opinion than Deming, because he said that you cannot have a written understanding of quality. Quality is something which is actually what customer is seeking, and you cannot have a standard protocol. You have to have a standard, or you have to have a quality that should be continuous. You cannot stop at those 14 points. You have to continuously improve the quality process. So the focus of Juran was customers ability to understand quality, and whether the product is satisfying the needs of the consumer of as per the use that the customer has intended it to be. So Juran said you cannot write down quality in this format of 14 points. Not only 14 points, anything cannot be written because it's an intangible thing. Quality is intangible, and it is more diverted or lineated towards the customer's approach towards quality. If the customer believes that the product is not a quality product, whether the process is very standard process, whether for example, a manufacturer or a service provider believe that it is a quality product, believe that whatever you are offering is of quality, but the customer has a different opinion. And if the customer has a different opinion, you have to understand that is not a quality product. So that was the focus of Juran. You have another person known as Edmund Friedman in his book of Total Quality Control in 1961. He actually wrote down 40 steps to quality improvement, and those 40 steps is very, very a standard book for quality control. And he said that quality is not a set of tools, but it actually should be inculcated in the processes of the company. The improvement in the processes, the reduction of waste, the reduction of scrap, all these things should be kept in mind, because it will ultimately impact the cost of the operation, and ultimately it will impact the profitability of the whole system. So that was the contribution of Edmund Friedman and Friedman in 1961. Then Philip Crosby is also very important and prominent personality when we talk about quality. He said the quality is free. You don't have to invest a lot of thing into quality. What you have to do, you have to understand the cost of poor quality. If you are if you can estimate the cost of poor quality, the cost of improving the quality will become very less. So this is very important. And the concept of zero defects has been given by Philip Crosby only. He said there is absolutely no reason for having errors or defects in any product or service. If you are making the product right the first time, if you are stopping the defects from happening right from the first time, you can produce a quality product. You don't have to worry about the you must worry about the cost of low quality. So that is why you should remove errors from the process. If you are able to remove errors and defects from the process, the whole product and service will become quality product and service. So these are the four prominent personalities, and there are more personalities as well, but these are the four prominent personalities that actually helped in understanding of the concept of quality. And the last two gave the concept of total quality management, means the totality of the system. You cannot focus just on the product or a service or the processes that is actually manufacturing the product or giving the services. You have to focus on totality of the system. You have to focus on entire organization, because quality product definitely is important for the consumer, but the cost of quality or the cost of poor quality is very much important. And if you can improve the whole system, not only the process but also the employees, but also the management, but also the people working in different faculties of the organization. If we can keep in mind all those entities, the whole system will improve. If the whole system will improve, it will ultimately help the consumer in getting a quality product, because it will have an impact on the quality. So this concept of total quality management encompasses entire organization from supplier to customer. Not only the process is important, if you are procuring something from a supplier, this is also very important. You have to procure a quality product. You have to procure a quality product if you are procuring from someone else, outsourcing, let's suppose. And not only that, the other part of the supply chain, means the consumer who's actually consuming the product, should also be kept in mind. So the whole system should be kept in mind. The entire organization from supplier to customer should be kept in mind if you want to deliver quality. And that concept is known as total quality management. So that is why the stress of management is towards the continuous improvement in all aspects of product and service. A product is manufactured by some raw material. That raw material should be quality raw material. The services are provided to the consumer, or the product is consumed by the customer or the consumer. That should also be the important aspect. Not only that, the delivery process, the on-time delivery process, the process of after-sales service, all these are also very important. And the customer should be kept in mind if you want to produce a overall quality system. So the total quality management system, for these 14 points, जो आप deming 14 points, I will request you to kindly go through it. The standard processes. If you want to discuss anything further, we can discuss. But in total quality management, these 7 concepts actually help in developing quality, not only in the system, but in the entire organization. And these 7 concepts of quality is actually very important. Of course, I must say total quality management is very important. And these quality experts like Deming, like Durand, Crosby, etc., they have all talked about the system which should be quality oriented. The whole system should work in a manner that the whole process should result in quality products and quality services. For that, these seven concepts are very important. The first concept is continuous improvement. You should continuously improve what you are doing. You should not stand still. You should not go to a state of stagnation. That continuous improvement is very much important, and that's a never-ending process. You have to understand that, that continuous improvement not only should be in the process, but should be in the employees, the people who are working with you, the customers, the suppliers, etc. Every operation should be improved. Every operation which is actually helping delivering the product or the service to the end consumer, that should be improved. And that should be improved continuously. You cannot stop and say, now the product, my process has been perfect. We don't have to do anything else. But that continuous improvement is very important. Six Sigma. You all must have heard about Six Sigma. This is the concept of quality, and this concept of quality is actually important in understanding that how you can make a change in the system, and why quality has been, how you can actually use this concept of Six Sigma in improvement in the quality. And this is a standard, and we will be discussing that standard in a while. The employee empowerment, you should give employees the due benefits. Also, you should empower them. You should decentralize the process. The quality improvement is not actually the work of quality manager, but it should be the work of each and every individual who's working in the organization. Employee empowerment benchmarking means you have to benchmark yourself, that this is the standard that I need to achieve. That is the standard I need to reach. A benchmark. Just in time, whenever you require the product or a service, or whenever you require the raw material for the product or the services, that should be there for you in time. We will discuss this just in time in a while. Taguchi concept of quality loss function, that is also very important. Finally, the knowledge of TQM tools. There are different tools, and one of the tools that we'll be discussing in this unit fifth is the statistical process control. How you use statistics, how can you use mean in actually understanding whether my process is under control or not. So that all I'll be discussing in a while. But before that, let me share that link of the video to you guys just a moment. So there is a link in the chat box. So what I will be doing, you may go through this link, and we'll be meeting after 10 minutes, and then I'll be starting the concept of the seven concept of total quality. I will request you to kindly go in this link, and this link is nothing but a case study of Mumbai Dibbawalas. So that is a very good case study. You can go through it. Or what we can do is we can continue our discussion. You can go through it in your leisure time. So what should be there? Should we continue our discussion, or you should be watching the video first?
Sir, I think watching the video.
Okay, so we'll be meeting in 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yes, students.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So I hope you have must have seen that video and very interesting video, right? So
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Mumbai Dabbawalas, this is a Harvard case study, in fact, and the people came and they understood the process. And one of the event that I like to share with you, what happened? Prince Charles, you know Prince Charles? He actually visited
Yes.
Mumbai, and he, after looking at the Harvard case study of Mumbai Dabbawalas, he actually asked, he intended to meet Dabbawalas in person. And when he asked Dabbawalas, so what happened? The whole machinery came into play, and they have asked that person who's actually running this organization or Dabbawalas. You know the answer of Dabbawalas, what they have answered to Prince Charles' request? Anybody?
I refused.
So that they don't want to lose time, serving.
They
Maybe.
said that we will not be able to meet Prince Charles. If the Prince Charles want to meet us, they can come at Mumbai Central Railway Station, where we will be sorting our dibbas, and we can actually give 5 minutes of our time. So, because they believe that the whole process is very much time sensitive, and if they want to meet the standards, they cannot lose more than 5 minutes of their time. And now they are certified Six Sigma process. So certified Six Sigma, everybody knows that they are certified Six Sigma. The ISO standard has also been given to them. Let me share another interesting video with you. A very interesting video in which the problem of food has been dealt by Dabbawalas without actually changing the whole system. The problem of hunger. I hope the screen is visible to you all.
Yes, sir. It is not audible though.
Don't worry. So this is, I believe, you must have seen that video, and you will appreciate that how Dabbawalas has improved their system and helped in reduction of waste as well as providing food to people who are not able to. Yes, Avram.
Sir, is this
Yes, sir.
only in Mumbai and not other cities in India?
Yeah, Dabbawalas are basically in Mumbai because you must have seen the video that because of local trains, etc., people are not able to take their lunch to office. So I don't know about any other system currently in India. If somebody knows of any other system like Dabbawalas, may kindly put their views.
I will search for it, sir, because this initiative is actually really good for all the corporate areas like Bangalore and Noida as well, Gurgaon.
There must be, there must be some tiffin services, of course. But the idea behind this Dabbawalas is picking the food right from the home of the person, delivering it to the office, and then getting back the Dabba back to the home. So most of the tiffin services are mostly they cook their own food and they deliver their tiffins. That is why this is the uniqueness of Dabbawalas, and the whole process. More than 400,000 people are getting the lunches. 200 to 400, I believe, thousand people are getting their lunches, and the whole process is error free. So you may search for some listings. There might be some people who are trying to achieve that. But Mumbai is one of the city that is actually is renowned, and Dabbawalas are there in Mumbai. They are the prominent people when you talk about Mumbai. So you are all requested to kindly jot down your attendance in the chat box, please. You are requested to jot down your attendance in the chat box. I need 10 more minutes of the class. So unfortunately, Zoom has a limited time of 40 minutes. So I will again request you one last time to join the meeting again using the same link. Okay, once you write down your attendance, you are requested to kindly join the meeting using the same link.